sorry if this isn't the best quality, or you can't really hear me that well. I'm driving right now, obviously. But I kind of just wanted to do my instant, raw, live reactions to the new playoff format. I'm excited. It's not Winston Cup points, but it's a huge step in the right direction. I think next year we will think at the end of the season that the champion earned it, which some years we haven't felt that at all, and some years it's kind of been in question the last couple years, which isn't good. So even though it's not, I think, what we all wanted, it wasn't our first choice, it was a better choice than what we had, or even better than 3-3-4. So definitely a big step in the right direction. It came out about an hour and 45 minutes ago. All I saw at first was 10 race chase. That's the only thing I saw at first. I was in class. I asked to go to the bathroom, walked pretty much to the other side of the school where I knew there was better cell service, and then got the quick rundown as soon as it came out, and all I saw was 10 race chase, 16 drivers. That's all I knew. And then after school, once I got to my car, I was able to check and see what it really was. So I assume you'll have all seen it by now. If you haven't, 10 race chase, 16 drivers. Winning your in is gone. I think that's right up there with me. Excitement level as the actual playoffs being gone. Winning your in is gone. So no more Austin Dillons, Harrison Burtons, Michael McDowell's in the playoffs. Taking spots away from guys like, last year I think Busher missed it, Kozlowski missed it, Priest missed it, Kyle Busch missed it. Guys that haven't quite earned it, but have earned it more than those guys. So that's huge in my eyes. I was never a fan of winning your in. Obviously, if you're a fan of somebody that's usually running the 20th to 30th range, which I was for a while. I was a big time Eric Almirola fan for quite a while. So that one year in 2021 winning your in kind of benefited me, but I'm glad it's gone. In hindsight, other things. Winning is now worth 55 points instead of 40. So they took away winning your in, but winning still means quite a bit. So what it means is you can't run 30th all year and get a win at Talladega and still make the playoffs. But what you can do is, so they still put an emphasis on winning, so it doesn't mean nothing, is you gain more points, and then you go into the playoffs as you're stacked in points. So, if you're third in the Winston Cup points, you're going to be third going into the chase. So, and they took away playoff points too. That's a big part of this. Playoff points are no longer a thing. So if you're third in Winston points, you're going into the chase third. If you're 8th in Winston points, you're going in 8th. If you're 15th, you're going in 15th. So, and now that there's no playoff points and wins are worth more, it prioritizes winning consistently. So you have a 10-win season, you're probably going to be first in Winston points. But at the same time, if you're like 30th in points and you win, it's not going to count towards the playoffs. So I actually really like that change. It promotes winning consistently, but doesn't promote like one-off wins like the old chase used to. So that's another big plus. The chase standings are now going to be, you start, the points leader or chase leader when they reset is going to start with 2,100 points. Second place will have 2075, so it's 25 back from the leader. Third place I think is going to be 2065, so 10 points back from second, and 35 back from the lead. And then there through 16, so 4th through 16 is going to be 2060, 2055, 2050, 5 down all the way to 2000. So that's a big plus. I like that. Let's see. No eliminations, obviously. It's 10 races, 26, or I guess 27 through 36. To decide the champion. instead of 12, and then some extra rules. Trying to think of what else. Xfinity will have 12 drivers in a 9-race chase instead of 10, and then trucks will have 10 drivers in a 7-race chase. Same thing, I think. Maybe the points reset is a little different. I don't really know. Trying to think of what else I might have missed. I would say this does kind of suck for Homestead Miami because they just got the championship race back, and now, yeah, they still have the season finale, but they can't really promote it as the championship race. They're going to have to promote it as a season finale, so that kind of does suck for them that, you know, first year back, and they're not going to really get the championship race that they were probably hoping for. So that's unfortunate. I don't think this changes the schedule at all. I'm pretty sure the playoff schedule, playoffs, I'm so used to saying playoffs. I started watching the sport in 2015, so all I've ever known is playoffs. The chase, I don't think this changes the chase schedule at all. Now that the format's different. I know I did say the playoff points are going away. Stage points are still a thing. So you're still gonna have the stages. It's still gonna get 10 points for a stage win. You know, 6 points if you finish 5th in the stage. You know, on and on. So I think this means that the max points in a race weekend is bumped from 61 up to 76 now because the 15 extra points for winning. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, now that I've kind of given you the rundown, back to my thoughts. Again, like I said at the start of the video, good change. I like it. It's not Winston points, but it's good enough. I shouldn't even say good enough. It's good. I like it. I'm glad it's not just the plain 10-race chase. I'm glad they changed it a little bit where winning consistently in the regular season means more, and I'm also glad they took away winning your in. I wish it would have been 10 or 12 drivers and not 16, but at the same time, if there's not, you know, win in advance and elimination formats, you know, I don't think, you know, even if a guy like Austin Dillon can squeak into the playoffs in consistency, is he really going to do anything? I don't really think so. I think he's kind of going to be mathematically eliminated after 4 or 5 races. So it's not the end of the world. The big thing for me is no eliminations, no winning you're in. We're going to have, you know, no more 2024 scenarios where a guy that's 14th in points is going to win the championship. And, you know, yes, the chase helps that. Yes, the chase helps that. Oh my God, I can't talk. It's been a long day. But also the reset, how first place has 2,100 and last place has 2,000. It kind of separates the grid and puts even more emphasis on the regular season, which I like. So it's not Winston points, but I think this is about the next best thing. Honestly, it's a huge step in the right direction. I'm just glad it wasn't 3-3-4 or anything like that, or 5-5 or 7-3 or anything like that. I'm so happy that there's no elimination aspect of it at all. And I think that the new champions, you know, in the foreseeable future, 2026, 7, 8, 9 onward, are going to more closely resemble the Winston champion. And even if it's not exact, I think it's going to be, you know, second in Winston points on the championship, or first in the points with the chase. You know, the champion is going to be like third in Winston points instead of the champion being 14th in Winston points with a 17.1 average finish, or whatever Logano was a couple years ago. Ridiculous. So big swing in the right direction. Honestly, the sport as a whole the last month has really been on a good trajectory. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of downsides, you know, tragedies, but you know, the sport as a whole, like the sport as a sport, has done a lot of good. Obviously the lawsuit settlement, Evergreen Charters, Steve Phelps resigning, now this, even back to the end of the season last year. The racing has been getting better. I mean, the racing at intermediates has been good in the next gen area, but short tracks, road courses are getting better. I have hope that the super speedways will be getting better. The car's been getting safer. There's been less and less injuries. You know, even in the Xfinity and Truck Series, Xfinity's been really good the last couple years, and Trucks is getting better. You know, more watchable, less ridiculous. You know, there were still some rough races last year, but it's not like Knoxville in 21 or 22, or that Phoenix race in 23, where it's just an utter shit show, honestly. You know, just unbearable. So the sport as a whole, I think, is going in a good place for the first time in a long time. You know, this might be the first time since Brian France came in. Before that, the sport has made a positive change, and that's good. I have cautious optimism. Looking forward to the next 5 or so years, and that's exciting. That's the first time I've really felt that since I've been a fan, dating back to 2015. So, yeah, positive change. I like it. You know, I know a lot of people that were really hoping for the Winston points are going to hate it, and they're just going to have a closed mind about it because it's not Winston points. And I know a lot of people that love the playoffs are going to just automatically hate it because they're having a closed mind that it's not the playoffs. So, I think if you have an open mind about it and can look at it for what it is, I think it's a great format. I think it's going to have a perfect balance between, you know, having that late season reset and having some room for some chaos there, but also still rewarding the most deserving drivers, which is I think the best outcome possible. So that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna stop yapping. I gotta get home. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If YouTube doesn't disable my comments because for some reason they think I'm 9 years old and not what I really am. So if there's comments, let me know what you think down below. And sorry this wasn't the most normal video, the best quality video, but I wanted to get this off my chest. I didn't want to wait till I got home. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go down below, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.